one of the men starts saying, back off, don't do something stupid. And I realized that what I had thought he was holding as a jack in his hand was in fact an AR-15. This past Friday afternoon, I had an AR-15 pointed at my face. And that's right, you heard me right. A semi-automatic rifle was pointed at me. Jason, have you ever seen one of those?
Not in person, just in video games.
Yeah, me neither. And I didn't recognize it because of that. And no, I was not hanging out with my NRA supporting buddies and going shooting in the mountains. That's not what happened. Let me tell you the story. So on Friday afternoon, right about lunchtime, one of my neighbors came and rang my doorbell and said, Matt, you got to get out of here because someone hit your Jeep. So this guy driving a pickup on the wrong side of the road drove head first into my Jeep, knocked it back about 8 feet at least, and then another 5 feet hitting the car behind it. You can see the skid marks on the ground. And the guy's airbags deployed, and then he took off on foot. So while I'm there, just like looking at this loss, something even crazier happened because we called the cop. We're waiting for the police to arrive for the crash and everything. And right then, another pickup pulled up next to the first one that had crashed. And 3 men started taking all of the equipment. There was tools and a bunch of stuff from the first pickup that was crashed and threw it into the next one. I take out my phone to video what's going on because I figured it's going to need to be evidence. And as I'm doing that, one of the men starts saying, back off, don't do something stupid. And I realized that what I had thought he was holding as a jack in his hand was in fact an AR-15. I went online to try to figure out what type of weapon it was, and this was my best guess. Never seen a barrel that long or serrated on a weapon. And he started pointing it right at me, and I immediately put away my phone and walked off, hands in the air. Because in a moment like that, who cares about the phone? Who cares about the truck? Who cares about my broken Jeep? I'm just glad I'm alive. And it changes your perspective. I remember going in afterwards and talking to Melissa about it, and she said, what were we fighting about this morning? And the point was, who cares? We didn't remember, and it doesn't matter because we were just grateful to be alive. We don't even care that my Jeep might be completely totaled because we were grateful that we're alive. That stuff doesn't matter. And with that moment, and you think, wow, we could have died. Anyone could have died. There were 6 witnesses in the broad daylight to what was going on with this semi-automatic weapon wielded at us. And the point is that we're alive and we're grateful. But in those moments, and maybe you've had them in a car accident that you survived or a moment that you came close to death, when those things happen, I think not only should it make us just grateful that we're alive, but we should think, am I ready to die? Am I ready to die? So my question to you is, are you ready to die? Because here's the thing, you will die and you will stand before God. It's going to happen. In fact, in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, it says, so we make it our goal to please Christ, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each of us may receive what is due us for the good things done while in the body, whether good or bad. So my question to you is, are you prepared to stand before the judgment seat of Christ? Because my guess is there is some sin and some bad stuff in your past that you're not ready to talk about with him. Some of you are like, well, Matt, I don't even know. I don't know if I believe in a judgment type thing. I don't know if I believe in that type of God. But here's the thing. Whether you believe in him or not, he's real. And you will face the judgment seat. And I've talked with people who think, well, I don't know if God is real. And people stop believing in God because they look at some things that are happening in the world. Oh, I don't like the suffering that I'm seeing in Africa. I don't like that there's cancer. I don't like that there's mosquitoes. But let me tell you this, okay? It doesn't matter how many mosquitoes there are or if you like or dislike God. What matters is he real? Is he there and will he judge you? And the reality is he will. Because it doesn't matter how you feel about God. It matters how he feels about you. And that's what I really want to get across in this message. Are you ready to stand before that God and be judged? Are you right with him? Because if you're not, you need to be. So I want to challenge you to take a moment. Go back and listen to my message from this past Sunday. I share this story about what happened with the semi-automatic weapon, but I also talk about what it means to truly be right with God so that you can be ready for that. Go back and listen to that message. It's called The Sinner We Should Imitate. You should check it out. We'll have the link in the post for this video. And then make sure you subscribe. I know some of you are thinking, hey, Matt, I thought after the summer hiatus you were supposed to come back and talk about aliens. Yes, I had promoted that. That's going to happen. Come back next week. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be here for another midweek moment to talk about aliens next week. But until then, get right with God. Don't wait. Send me a personal message. I'd love to talk with you on the phone about it and answer any questions you might have. send me a DM. I would love to. Put a comment here if you're on YouTube. Then subscribe and be back for next week. I will see you then.